Hey everybody. So I'm getting ready to paint this small building. This is one of the Whistle Stop Models 3D printed buildings. I'm going to paint the sides, the front, and maybe even the inside this matte Spanish moss green. And this is some scrap that came off of this building during the printing process. And when I disassembled it, I went ahead and sanded it down. I'm going to paint it matte river rock, and hopefully it'll look like concrete and look like a decent foundation. Now, once I put scenery and stuff around this, you probably won't even be able to see that, but just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and paint it and put it on there anyway. And then I'll take the glue, goodness. I'll take the freaking tape off and I'll paint the roof black. So it'll be green and black. And then a little electrical box on the side will be silver, and the window frames, I might do black as well. But I'll do all that stuff with the brush and the eaves and all that stuff. So I would let you watch me paint, but I can't do both, paint and film, so I'll bring you back here in just a second. All right, so it's been a few days, if not a week or so, since I started working on this and painting it. As you can see, I did not paint the window frames black or anything else. I just left them silver, but I put in some pretty decent windows. Each window I cut individually out of some clear plastic that came in a Walthers kit that I had left over because I never use those windows. And I actually inserted those windows into the slot. Now you got a little bit of an area in there, like maybe a 1/16 of an inch or so, where you can put your glass in and it sits in there pretty good. So it's not sitting back from the window frame or anything like that. So you can also see I painted the inside green. So if I ever want to put in a light, hopefully the light won't bleed through. I painted the little door handle there is silver, electrical box and some conduit there is silver, and I think there might be another little piece on there I missed, but oh well, you can't tell, I'm not gonna mess with it. But I like the way this turned out. The little foundation there, it looks pretty decent. And the original location for this was going to be just to the left here in this area. And if you remember a video a couple weeks ago, I talked about I got ahead of myself and I put down the my ground foam and my dirt and everything, and I forgot that I was putting the building in there. So I will have to probably carve some of this out or cut some of this out and get this to set in. It probably won't have the foundation on there. And this is the way that I was going to orientate this building, but I really want to be able to see this power box and this electrical conduit and stuff here. I think that kind of adds a little touch to it, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have the door facing away from the oil bins and all that stuff. Plus I need to paint them anyway, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I just go ahead and stick it in there anyway and leave it at that. But I like the way it looks. I think it blends in pretty well. I can also I'll also have to put in a like a little gravel sidewalk type thing coming up here to it. And then I can probably put maybe a tree or two here and kind of break up that line a little bit. But I'm gonna call that one done. I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, did I poke you in the face? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm never alone. He's always just right here up my butt. Like I want to play with that little toy too. So let's go down here. I've been doing a little work over here. I think I highlighted in a video last week or something that I painted this auger blue and put that in place. I dug this out and counter sunk this down, and I got that hopper car sitting there just to kind of show you that, if I bring in a load of rock or something, you can spot the what's that called? Oh my goodness, it's one of them days where I can't think of anything. Whatever it is when you open the bottom of the hopper and the stuff comes out, the hatch or whatever. And of course, you've seen this one before, this truck. I painted this up, and I really like that. Not my era, but it still looks good. I went ahead and painted the scale, and I got these little weights sitting on there because it was bowing up just a little bit. But I think this is where the scale is going to be. And I like the way this is kind of fitting into this whole section. Now, if you've never watched any of my videos before, I talked about this in a layout update last week or the week before. All this gray area will have a thin coating or a thin layer of ballast, like a light gray ballast. And then, so this is all going to be rock and gravel. Same thing over here with this road going out. Also, I painted these, they're kind of like Legos that go together that hold up your aggregates. These have been around for forever, where they, you know, fill up your mulch here, your river rock here, or your pea gravel there. And I think this is a pretty decent location to put them. And it's kind of out of the way, but still accessible to any machinery around here, as well as, you know, it's not in the way of traffic that may be cutting through this area to go hit this road to go to the rail yard. I also worked on this little trailer last night. I still need to put some windows in it, and I got to touch up the paint to the metal staircase here because I painted that silver. I want to do a little yellow on top of the railing there, but you don't really have to. And I let my wife pick these colors out, and she said use a cream because that's what a lot of these containers are colored or painted, and then white or silver on top. And I went silver on top because I got a bunch of silver. But I've hand painted the roof. I think it looks pretty good. And I spray painted the sides, and I hand painted the concrete block on the bottom. I mixed up a couple of colors. I think I used a flat brown and a gloss dark red to make the brick color. And I like it. So I'll go through and put some windows in this in the next day or so, and I will call this one done. Now, this building won't be staying here. There'll be another building here in this location, and I'm gonna give this one to Dwight, and he can use it on his layout, which is set in a new or a later date than mine. All this stuff will kind of, I don't want to say glued down, but I put a little bit of white glue in a couple of spots to kind of hold it in place, and that way there, if I ever have to take it back off, all I gotta do is get it wet, let it soak for a couple minutes, and pop it up. And I like to scale here because the truck can drive in, get loaded up, and go on the scale, or the truck can drive across against the empty weight, come into it, get loaded up, and either back up or drive around in a little circle and go to it. So I'm trying to make the industry make a little bit of sense, and I think it will. So more than likely, come in empty, load up, and then get weighed. So it'll be pretty good. So I got to glue all this stuff down, and I'm going to change that building out. But if you're interested in any of these kits, any of these buildings, you go to whistlestopmodels.com and check them out. You can get in scale or HO scale. And I don't think there's an O scale, but you know, John might be able to make that for you as well. And I think these Whistle Stop models are pretty cool. These are some of the better 3D models that I have worked with. Easy to clean up, easy to paint, and I really like them a lot. So John does a great job with these, and so go check out his website so you can buy yours. Now we go over here and talk about a couple other things here. Now, he sent me a bunch of picnic tables and some detail parts, and I still got a skid steer and something else to paint to go over there. But some of these parts, I have a park over here. I call it a Lover's Leap because it's right by the river. And so there's a grill and a trash can and of course a picnic table. I got a couple picnic tables, so I'm gonna take these off and clean them up and put them in a couple places around the layout. Also got some oxyacetylene tanks here that I need to paint. Let me switch around, maybe get better light over here. There we go. And these are pretty cool. These are, you know, if you're doing any, like your shops and stuff like that, you know, and the roundhouse and things, you always have maintenance equipment around. So the oxyacetylene tanks are an absolute natural. Just paint them green and set them up. And I also have some pallets here to work on. And the pallets are, I think I'm just going to blast them all like a light tan and leave it at that, because wood is very intense to weather and get to, I guess, duplicate so it looks accurate, you know, so I may not even mess with it, just paint them brown a little bit. So I still have these to work on, but these are some pretty cool detail parts. If you want some detail parts for your warehouse, this is your stuff to get. Pallet jacks right here. The pallet jack I have is blue, and I was really mad when my wife bought that. But and I don't even know how much it costs. It's probably $300 or $400. But she bought it. She didn't tell me about it, and I tell you, I used the hell out of that thing. That and the forklift attachment on my tractor has saved my back. Absolutely saved my back. So these are all pretty cool. And I don't think I've worked on any other 3D printed stuff for a while. But this is, they're a little intimidating at first, especially when you see them. But I know if you go back and watch the first video I did when I started taking them all apart, that's the worst part of the whole thing. After that, you get them cleaned up. It's just a little bit of prep work and paint, and they come out and they look great. So once again, Whistle Stop Models, go check them out. And you might find something on there you like. And if you do, but you don't want to build it, let me know. Maybe I'll build it for you. So you just send it to me, I'll build it for you and send it back to you. So that's always an option for you. So thank you for watching. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Go check out the website and come back on Sunday for the next layout update. Thank you for watching.